Hi, and welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we have another release with the new wave ships that we've gotten. Today we'll have on the table a Providence, a Venator, and I believe you have a Pelta as well.
I do have a Pelta today, so we'll see use of the SPHA-T on the Venator again, and your build with a Providence today.
Yes, I am trying a Grievous build. I don't think it's good. I don't really like Grievous, but I want to try him.
And I've got a Yularen list, so let's see how well I can handle fighters.
I have a General Grievous list coming in at 396 points. General Grievous is sitting on a Providence-class dreadnought. Within the co-pilot seat, Wat Tambor, I have local fire control, flak guns, expanded launchers, linked turbo laser towers, XI-7s, the Invincible title, and I'm bringing along with it the thermal shields. Decided to give that a try. My second ship is a magnificent comms frigate with the stapled on card linked turbo laser towers. I have two hard cell class transports, and that's mainly just to bring the comms net card along with them to pass some tokens. Rounding out the fleet, I have 6 vultures that their plan is to go die and maybe try to trigger Grievous, but we'll see how that goes.
Coming in at 398 points, I have Admiral Yularen on a Ventator I. Clone Captain Zach is on board along with weapons battery techs, the SPHA-T cannons, and the Resolute title. Second ship here is an Acclamator II with early warning system, external racks, the swivel mount batteries, and the Navuta B title. Got a small Pelta transport frigate with clone navigation officer and the Bomber Command Center fleet support card. The reason I have that is because for squadrons, I have Plo Koon, Anakin Skywalker in his Y-Wing, 3 separate Y-Wings, and 3 V-19 turrets.
So the objective choices that I have to pick from are Precision Strike, Riff, Ambush, and Superior Positions. I'm going to go with Riff, Ambush. I don't like Superior Positions, and I don't have any bombers, so I get no benefit from Precision Strike. So here's my Grievous fleet. Grievous is here on his flagship. Ken has selected him to use the Rift Ambush ability on, so I've already moved my 1 speed forward, and then he dropped me from speed 3 down to speed 2, so I'm currently at speed 2. I have both my comms nets here, both of them going speed 2, and my munificence here moving at speed 2 as well, with my fighters right in the middle.
Here's Yularen's fleet. Got the Yularen on the Venator here with all the fighters relatively close to him. Pelta in the middle ready to support the fighters in the Venator. Acclamators hanging off on the left-hand side, and we're going to see what we can actually take out in the process. Everything's moving at speed 2 except the Venator, which is coming in at speed 1. I also have 1 pass token because of the number of ships. And the Resolute, in terms of tokens, has 2 concentrate fire and 2 squadron tokens.
We're going to start the game by moving the hard cell. The hard cell is going to be revealing an engineering. We're going to be passing that token right along to our big Provi boy. And then we're going to move our speed 2 through this asteroid field and stuff right to there.
We're going to start with the Pelta, doing concentrate fire, and I'm going to give myself a token. We're going to exhaust the clone navigation officer to put a token on the Venator. And we're going to move forward. We're at speed 2.
Gonna go with my other hard cell. It also is revealing an engineering, and we're also going to be passing it to this Munificent. And then we're gonna go speed 2, and we're gonna do a jig-jog to the side. Just like that. I may land on my fighter, but I don't really care. I do not. We land right there.
We're going to activate the Acclimator next. I have a navigate dial, and what I'm going to do is just take it as a token. We're currently moving at speed 2. Go right here.
We're going to go with the Providence now. It's going to use a nav command, and it's going to jump up to speed 3, because let's get to fighting next turn. And we're going to do this speed 3 maneuver like this.
We'll activate the Resolute. Nav, we're going to use it as the dial. I'm going to kick up to speed 2. Throw the extra yaw on the second joint.
Do you want to do anything else right now?
No.
Last ship, it's the Munificent. It's going to reveal a navigate, and we're going to take it as the token. And then we're going to execute a speed 2 maneuver. And I think we're going to do it like this, which lands me right here. And then we're going to do shenanigans. I am now distance 2 from there, so I have to do a straight 1 maneuver on top of that. Right to there. On to squadrons. I have to go first, so we're going to move this squadron up into this field, like so. And then we're going to move this other squadron, and he's going to be sitting on the field right there as well.
Moving some of these Y-wings. Moving at speed 3. One. This guy over here.
Also,
Popping off the
to note,
thing.
Ken's using Rebel Y-Wings because both of us have all of our Republic Y-Wings primed in a condition that shouldn't be on camera.
Fighters are coming off the stance today. Not at health 1.
I'll fly this guy across the table to that corner, and then this guy is going to be sitting right on table. That's all of mine.
The rest are mine. Anakin. So you're not going to be able to make it in front of him, so he's going to have to go behind. Same thing here. And we've got the two V-19s. so just right.
None of our fighters want to stay on.
No, they really don't. There we go.
And that is fighter on to turn 2. I'm going to start off by holding the standstill. We're going to activate this guy over here. He reveals a nav, and we're going to drop down to speed 1. We're going to do a little bit of a turn. We are going to go with our hard cell here. It's revealing a squadron. We're going to use it, and we're going to activate our 2 squadrons that are over here. And while they are engaged with this Y-Wing, the Y-Wing's heavy, so I'm going to move anyway, and I can move wherever I want. So we're going to move this guy right here to engage everything. Cool, and then I have to attack an escort. So we'll just
The V-19 closest.
choose the V-19 closest.
Okay.
So that is, it's been a while since I played Vultures. So that's a black and a blue, and then I get to add in a dice. So we add in a black. Take 2.
Take 2. Well, I think I have to take 2 on it.
Technically, yeah, it's take 2.
Yeah, so I will take 2, and then I get to counter 1
Cool.
because of Plo.
If you want to.
Well, I want.
Cool.
Can I swarm it?
You could.
For 1.
Cool, I take a damage. And we need some super glue.
Glue. Yeah, we're gonna be using some super glue here soon.
And then the other guy is going to be jumping over to engage everyone from here. And we're going to attack the same guy because efficiency. Black and a blue. And then we're going to put in a black. And then we're going to reroll. Black with swarm. Take 2.
So that V-19 is down to 1 health. This is where you start leaving them.
It is. It's frustrating.
And I'm gonna counter back
Yep.
for 1.
Cool. I'm totally fine with that. And then I have to move, which isn't going to be fun. So we're going to land on this debris field probably, or just avoid it.
Yep, you're on.
I am, and I overlap that, so we just drop the rear shields.
Yep.
And then you get to place this fighter.
Just looking in the back corner here.
Okay.
We're gonna activate the acclimator. Got a squadron. I'm gonna use the dial, so I get 3 squadrons that I get to activate, and each one gets to be add swarm to it. So we're gonna start with this V-19 over here, which was previously attacked and is at 1 health, and I'm going to attack the Vulture on 2. So that's 2 blues and a red. For 2 hits, which kills it.
I don't have any tokens I can regenerate at this time.
The other reason to kill him off now. This V-19, is attacking the Vulture over here. So same dice roll, and you also have 2 health. And I'm going to swarm the red into the box for nothing. So it actually survives, John.
Yes, it does. And now all your fighters continue to be locked down.
So what I wanted to do was move a Y-Wing, but I don't think I'm going to get to do that. So instead, let's activate the other V-19 and try and kill it off. I need 1 hit. Come on. There it is. The red dice are not working for me today, John.
That's good.
The good news is I can move that V-19, which I'm going to do. And I'm just going to move it over to the other side, over here. We talked about this off camera. Forgot to put the swivel mount here, but I'm going to tack the hard cell right in front of me. We are at medium range. So I have my 3 reds and a blue going into the front. And then I'm going to add in a black from the side.
Okay. Cool.
Wow, and yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that. So take 2 crits, John.
We're going to just brace it to 1 and take 1 to the front.
It was just not what I really wanted. I also have a long-range side shot to the side of your Providence. So because of the swivel mounts, I only get 1 red. But it is a double.
There's really nothing good I can do with that. So for sure I'm salvoing you, and it'll be a red and a blue because of flat guns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to take the 2 damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll up the salvo.
Here's the salvo. For take 2 damage, XI7s into your side.
So I'm going to redirect to the rear and then take 1 on that side. And then I have to move. Move forward 2. I believe I'm going to overlap Plo Koon.
Yep. We're going to go with my Providence. It's got a lot of terrible maneuvers to try to choose from. So we're going to reveal squadrons. I have a squadron command level of 4, which is all 4 of my squadrons. And all of them are in range. So we're going to fly and we're going to start engaging some things. So what we're going to do first is measure out range to see how far they can all go. They all go pretty good. I'm going to go with this bad guy first, and we're going to drop him in right here. And he, of course, is going to go after the guy that I have to go after on 1 health. Into the tray, and then we roll in a black, and you're dead.
He's dead.
And you don't get to counter me.
I don't, because Plo Koon has been displaced.
Yep. And then we're going to be moving in an additional fighter into this little swarm thing. And we're going to be attacking your other guy that is also escort. For 2 hits plus take 3 hits. This guy is going to fly his sweet self over to here. Again, blocking everyone down. And we're going to attack that guy with escort again. For take 2, I put in a black. If it's a miss, I swarm it. It's a hit. And then the last guy is going to fly over here to make this a pain. We're just gonna hang out with your other escort right there for 2 blues and then a black. Take 3.
Wow. These V-19s are going down pretty quick.
And then I get 1 shot. It's going to be into your side from my front at medium range with 2 reds into blue. This is kind of like just a crap shot, but it's what I got. It's going to set up for the next turn.
Right.
Where we punch through with a heavy, heavy fist. So here we go. I leave it. 3 damage, XI7s.
So I'm going to brace it to 2. And I really don't want to drop that yet. And I'm going to not salvo you. Yeah, I will salvo you back. because I get to hit you back with my red and blue.
Yeah, well,
No, I don't, because of the side swivel.
Yeah.
So I'll still get to hit you with a blue. So all right, so I take one here and one out the rear. My salvo will wind up being one red for an accuracy.
okay, and then here's where the unfortunate thing comes with how fast I'm going and how this thing maneuvers. I think this is my best bet, so...
And I messed that up. I didn't actually redirect, did I?
No, you did not.
So I have to take one.
And it's a crit.
It's a crit.
So that's a structural?
It probably will be. No, it's not, John. It's crew panic. Before I reveal command dial, must either suffer one damage or discard the dial.
Oh, well. So we're going to move and do this. And what that's going to do, it's going to ram. I move one at a turn rate, and I'm going to take damage to both my ship and from the asteroid, and ram my own ship because it's the closest.
Yeah.
But I end up like there, and I will kill your acclimator next turn.
Yep.
And so it's going to lose 2 shields off the back. That seems like a good spot for it. Mm-hmm. And then my hard cell takes a damage.
Let's go ahead and activate the Ventator. I have a squadron command, but with everything out here, I'm just going to take it as a token for the time being. Let's go ahead and make some shots. So I do have long range against the front of your Munificent. So it's going to be 3 red dice for an accuracy and a crit. All right, I'm going to spend out the token.
Are you also at this time using Resolute to gain the token? It's after you...
It's after I resolve the command, though.
Yeah. So as soon as you roll the die.
By spending a dial, though, not
Oh,
a
so
token.
then you can't. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no.
So then, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to re-roll the blank for a hit. So hit crit, and you may not... You may not redirect.
Okay, so I brace it to 2 and I salvo you.
You brace it to 1.
Yes, brace from 2 to 1.
Right.
And then I salvo you, just taking 1 shield onto the front, hitting you with 2 reds into your front for an accuracy, and then we re-roll with LTT for 1 hit. You can't redirect.
I guess I'm just going to take the 1 then off the front. Okay. I do have a side shot against this vulture. So 2 blues for nothing. This is just not quite working out the way that I really wanted it to.
Since our last game, I've been really putting the curses on the dice when you roll them.
Is that what's been going on here, John?
Yes.
So let's see. I know what I want to do, but as John was kind enough to remind me, if I land on that, I'm in big trouble. So what I'm going to do is move forward 2 with a slight twist, I think. Or just go straight. I'm just going to go straight. So let's go straight to...
Straight makes it actually really easy.
Yeah, it really does, but I've got an idea here. Now I'm going to overlap those 2 squadrons for sure. And those... Not the front Y-wing, I don't
You were.
think. Was I?
Here, go ahead and put it down. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, and these 2. New glasses, I can't see anything. And now you have to put those down.
So we're going to place Anakin back there, this guy there, these 2 here, and this guy right there.
And I believe I am at range 2. I am.
So you have to make...
I have to make a speed 1 maneuver, but I get to use my yaw value. So I'm going to wind up doing this turn of 1.
So this is just at the corner inside those fighters, and that one will be overlapped.
And I should be able to make that move. Yes.
Yep.
So I go there.
And then this guy is still here. Oh. And then I put these guys into contact. Right there. Right there. And then this fighter goes back here to lock both of them down.
And what I'm going to do now is put out my ignition token. I'm going to put it in the... See, you're going to move and be there-ish. Let's just do this. I'm plopping it right down here out of my front arc.
Okay.
And that's easily within close range. So
Yes, it is. My ship to go is the Munificent, and we're going to be revealing and engineering, and I'm missing one shield, so we're just going to use it and put that shield back up there. And then, so we measured it, and I just have you into your front with my front in this really weird, cheeky...
Yeah, it's
I can
just the
technically
corner.
shoot, even though it's the corner, and it's shooting sideways from my front. So we're going to totally make that shot, because that's pretty cool. And we're going to start with side to your front,
Okay.
which is 3 reds, because I don't see anything else that I really should be doing. Yeah, that seems good. We're going to LTT this one, and you can take 3 damage with a crit.
3 damage with the crit, and you've got all that coming in later. Let's... Because it's your red dice. I'm going to bank on this. I'm going to go ahead and brace that to 2. Do you have LTTs or XI7s on this?
No.
All right. We're going to then redirect the 2 to the far side. And this is coming out the side, correct?
Yep.
So I'm going to salvo you back.
And you get the rainbow?
That's the rainbow. For
Jeez.
3 hits, and you can't... I can't hit your front. You can't redirect.
Yeah, I will just take the 3 damage.
Okay.
And then we shoot from the front into you, which is going to be 2 blues and 2 reds, and we'll see what we get done for...
Lots of accuracies.
Yeah, I'll just remove your front shields. If I leave it like that. Or I could reroll the red and risk it to... Yeah, we're just going to do that. We're going to block your redirect and your brace take 3 to the front.
I guess we'll just take 3 to the front. 2, 3. Oops, and I'm bumping you a little bit here.
Yeah. So then here's some nonsense. I'm at speed 2, so I move forward 1, I ram you.
Yep.
I fall back where I am because I'm going speed 2, but my speed's reduced by 1 because of that. So we each take a damage. And then because I land and in my maneuver at that, I have to do a speed 1, which then will ram you and I drop back to where I am, doing 2 damage to your Providence and only 2 damage to me, so I think that's a win.
Yeah, your little Munificent's doing a lot of work here.
And then we go to...
Squadrons.
No, your Pelta.
Oh, right. So we're going to activate the Pelta, because that's all I have left. I have a navigate dial, and I'm going to go ahead and use it as a dial. I'm going to go ahead and flak every single one of your vultures, so I'm not going to kill anything, but we can do something here. These 3 are in close, and that one is at medium. So let's just go with the closest one. So black and blue for 1 damage.
Okay, if you could just spin them.
Just go through them.
Yeah.
Next one will take no damage, but let's get them on first. And then this one over here takes 1.
Evil coughing. Oh, according to my plan, cough, 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 cough. Grievous cough. Dubious coughing, I think is usually what it's titled as, right?
In the subtitles, yeah. I think you're right.
And then a blue against that guy?
Blue against the last guy for nothing. Wow, this is just working great, John.
Yeah.
All right, with this, I'm going to do a funky maneuver. We're going to overlap all these 3 on the side for sure.
And
that
then you
other
can lay down
vulture,
and then we can see.
I think the shield dial's going to get it.
No.
No, just out. There
Okay,
you go.
so then I gotta put more stuff down. Ken, you just keep making it difficult for me to figure out where I'm gonna put stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm going to activate them in a minute anyways, so.
Your fighters do not like staying in.
Super glue, John.
Honestly,
Super
I'm
glue.
at the point now I'm almost needing to super glue all of mine. So we're gonna actually move this fighter over to there and then drop this guy into the hornet's nest of other vultures. Like that.
Cool.
Yep. And I think that's all the activations. Then we go to activating some of your squadrons.
That's right. Squadron phase. Let's get Plo into the fight here. So I'm not going to be able to get to the side, but I can just jump right in here. That'll at least hit. Can I get all of them? Yeah, we'll say that.
So you want to be in range of you, not me.
Yeah, I know. And I'm in range of me, just not that one, and I can't get that one, so it's...
Okay.
I'm not too worried about it. Let's get Anakin in here. Anakin can just jump into the fray, because that's what he does. I bumped the Venator forward. This Y-Wing is going to attack the Vulture droid that's on 2. So that's a black and a blue looking
Which
for...
vulture on down?
that
Okay,
one.
cool.
Yeah, the one in the back. You can't see. There's 1 and 2, so I killed him.
Boom! When he dies, my munificent's going to refresh its brace, because it's fun, because there's Grievous. I used him, folks.
Grievous got used.
I used him.
Let's see, this Y-Wing over here is going to attack the Vulture droid right here at 3. So again, black and blue for 2 hits.
Okay, and then you're going to attack him
And
again?
then I'm going to attack him again with this one. Let's see if I actually kill him. I just need 1 hit. Well, there's 1. Doesn't matter if the other one goes in or not.
Boom, and then I refresh my salvo on my munificent too, because again, it's fun.
And I think that's it for turn
And
2.
Grievous is such an efficient commander.
He really is, John.
Yeah, no. So start of turn 3, Ken moved his EWS to the side. And looking at the board, I've actually changed my mind of what I was going to activate. I was going to activate the Providence and just smash through. You know, Providence smash like Hulk smash. But I decided to do the classic Grievous thing, which is let's activate something else and let them do the work. So we're going to activate this Munificent, which is going to reveal an engineering, and we're going to spend that and the token to get 6 engineering points. And we're going to restore all 3 shields to this side. And then we're going to just double arc you in that weird way again. So we're going to shoot from the side into your front first. And roll in 3 reds for a crit. And then we're going to re-roll this with LTTs. I'm going to just shoot you, and I'm going to say you can't redirect and take 2 crits.
It's 2 crits.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of stinky. We're going to contain. I have to brace, so I'm just going to take 1 face down. This is from the side,
This is from the side.
and I'm going to salvo.
Okay.
So I still take the damage, and then I hit you with the rainbow for 3.
So we're going to brace it, and we're going to redirect both of it to the rear. So
Okay.
my rear shields have been wiped out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attack your front with 2 blues and 2 reds. For the juicy, maybe I can block and do some extra damage. And we're going to re-roll the red with LTT for take 3.
I don't like the fact that you're going to be ramming into me either. This is to the front. How many shields do I have on this side? I only have 1. Ugh. I am going to redirect all 3 to this side.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
And then the reduced speed, we ram, and then the station or the obstacle makes us ram again.
So we'll both take 2. We're going to activate the Venator before it dies. Concentrate fire, we're going to use it as the dial. So my first shot, I have to use the SPHT attack. So I'll just pick up the token now. And we'll make that shot. So we're going to go into the side of the Munificent. So it's 4 blue and a black, I believe. And that's not bad. Let's fire in a black. For the Resolute, this is now considered resolved, correct?
Yep.
So I will get a token off of Resolve now. And that is 2, 4, 6. That's enough to kill you if I prevent you from using your brace.
And my redirect?
I can't make you do the redirect, so I'm not going to kill you this shot. So
What are you blocking?
block the redirect.
Mm-hmm.
Take 6.
So I spend out the brace, and I salvo you,
Yeah.
and I just lose the shields.
All right. So let's see what the salvo does.
2 reds into your front, no shields. Take a hit crit.
Hit crit. I am going to spend out the brace. I'm going to spend out the redirect, push it over to the side. And I'm not going to use the salvo on this shot.
Well, you can't because you attacked me.
Right. This is salvo tech. But now, we measured this, and I just have the corner of your side arc out of my side.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a red, a blue, and 2 blacks. For 2, 4 hits, and if I block your
Redirect, I die.
redirect, you die.
If you don't,
If I don't, you
I live.
survive. So I need 5. I'm going to exhaust Clone Captain Zach here.
Uh-huh.
So since I'm attacking from my side,
Yep.
exhaust the card, add 1 die in your attack pool, the color already in your attack pool. I'm going to throw in a blue.
And hope that you can
Hope I can get another accuracy.
It is not.
I don't. I really don't want to take the salvo either. But I need you to die, so you can't redirect killing you, and then you're going to wind up salvoing
I
you.
spend out the salvo to salvo you into the side.
Yeah.
2 reds, and how much damage do I need, Ken?
4.
Oh, well, okay. Then we LTT this for double crits.
So we're going to spend out the contain, so I just take 2 regular damage. So I didn't save myself anything there, did I?
Nope. And also, because of that, there's just a lot of damage. I don't know what it was. I'll just finish the shit. There's nothing for me to restore.
Right. So I have to move now.
Yes, you do.
And
So you're at speed 2, which is reduced to speed
Speed
1
1.
because of the station.
so I'm going to do this little maneuver here. So I'm going to be overlapping some fighters. Definitely those 2 Y-Wings. I think that's it, though. Yep. And I believe well, go ahead. You have to put the fighters back.
Yep. You're gonna have to move again.
Yep.
And then you can turn if you want.
I can turn. And I think I'm going to.
You'd end up there.
Yeah, let's.
Or go straight.
I'm actually going to go straight.
So we're gonna activate the Providence in this big old brawl we have here. We're revealing in engineering, and we're going to use the token And we're going to use Wat Tambor to pull 2 shields off this guy back here. And so that's going to give me 10. 4 plus 2 plus double for the 2.
Is 8. 4, 2, and 2 is 8.
Well, I double.
Plus the double, so yeah. So that, yeah,
10.
yeah, 10.
So I can add 5 shields back.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go 1, 2. Well, we'll get rid of 1 card, so that's 3. So I have 7. And then I add 3 more shields, which are 1, 2, and then add.
So you'll actually have 1, 2, and then 1 on the rear. That puts you at almost full.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Grievous doing his thing. And then we're going to attack out the front into... Let me actually first do ranges, because I don't want to super limit myself. Crap. So we're going to, we're at medium. So yeah, we'll do side into your side first.
Okay.
And what we got there is 3 reds, 2 blacks, and a blue into your side.
So you have to drop 1.
Oh yeah. We drop a red because they suck. For take a lot.
Okay,
1,
that's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage into you, and I have XI7s.
So we'll brace that to 3. I'm going to redirect to the rear. And I'm not going to bother to salvo. And then
You take crits and
3. So let's see, the crit is point defense failure, so when I'm attacking squadrons I reduce, and then 2 more.
How much health do you have left?
I have 3.
Are you salvoing?
Not on this shot.
Okay, so the other shot is going to be shooting into you as well. So that's going to be 2 reds, 2 blacks, and a blue. We're going to drop a red, because no thank you. And we're going to roll that in for, my blacks decided to fail me. The red
Yeah,
didn't.
but the red's giving you a double.
Yeah, that's because I was cursing it. And then we're going to use the expanded launchers to add 2 more blacks in. For take 6 more damage.
6 more damage. 6. 5. 4. 2, 4,
5.
5.
5 damage, sorry.
5 damage.
5
All right.
damage, 6 damage. When you use the brace, it doesn't matter.
No, so I'm gonna,
Explodes.
let's see, brace it to 3, shove 1 to the front.
Yep.
So I'm taking 2. I'm gonna salvo you back here. And no crits though, right?
No crits.
So that's just 2. So I have 1 more, so you'll kill me on the ram.
Well, I probably ran myself.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. But I still get to salvo you. However,
1
my
dice.
guns are on the front, so let's see, what do I feel like using? I'll use a red, because sometimes red dice like me. It's a hit.
And we will redirect to the rear. Because why not? And then we have to see where we're moving. And I think regardless, I'm not moving.
Yeah, just because of the way ships are.
Yep.
So I think you're going to hit yourself and the hard sell. Should have fired at that.
Yep, I hit the hard cell.
Alright.
Hard cell takes a damage. I land. I take 2 shield damage to here. And then the hard cell and I take a damage.
Let's activate the acclimator. I'm actually surprised I'm getting this as an option. Before I reveal the command dial, I have to suffer damage. We're going to take it off the one side. So I'm revealing a squadron dial that I'm dropping on everything. We're going to go ahead and use it. So I get 3 squadrons I get to activate. And you've got 2 vultures sitting here. So let me activate the V-19 here first. We're going to go after the vulture squadron here on 3. That's 2 blues and a red. For 2 hits, I'm going to swarm the red. So 2 hits.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
Don't think I could try to do that again if I tried.
Probably not. That was impressive, John.
It's kind of like there.
We're going to Plo Koon the other vulture.
Yep.
So that's 3 blues and a black, which I conveniently put off to the side for me here. And that's enough to kill the one.
So when it dies, I refresh my redirect on my Providence. Yep.
So there we go. Grievous gets to be used and maybe useful.
He's not. You know, it's nice. 20 points.
I am going to activate this Y-Wing over here, which is engaged with the Vulture. And let's try and blue and black kill that final Vulture. For 1, he's dead.
Boom. No refresh.
Now, my front to the front of your hard cell. I do have the swivel mounts. So it's 3 red, a blue, and 2 black. We are going to add in a blue, or black rather, sorry, with the swivel mounts. That's 2, 4, 6. I have no accuracies here. Let's go ahead and use X-Rax to bring in 2 more blacks. 7. No, I'm not going to kill you here anyway.
Seven?
Yeah, I can't do anything, John.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my redirect completely out to make you re-roll both the doubles.
So,
Just
take the
blanks
blanks out. Yeah. So 4.
So we're going to brace it, and then we're going to redirect 1 to the side, take 1 to the front.
So here we are. I've got a fire. I'm going to go side, I guess, to the front of your Providence, just to plink at it.
Okay.
I'm going to do a black and a red, dropping the other red. And this is just parting damage here. Take 1.
Okay, I will take it, and then I salvo you. So I have to drop a dice, so I'm actually going to drop the blue, and I'm going to roll in a black and a red against you. And get 1 hit, you die. And we re-roll the red. That's why I did it. That's another blank outside the thing.
Blank inside.
4 blanks in a row.
Alright, so it survives for a moment until I am going to spend, I guess it doesn't really matter, because whatever I do, I'm hitting the hard cell, I'm going back, I take another damage, which is 7, so the Acclamator is dead.
We're going to go with this hard sell that could. And we're going to reveal a Confire, because I figured I was going to die. And we're going to shoot twice into the front of this Pelta right here. So we're going to start with the front shot, which is 2 blues and a red into the front. And I think we're at medium range or close range. It's close.
Probably close.
Medium range.
Medium.
Here we go. For 2, 2, 2, 2, we're gonna Confire in a blue.
You
Cool.
really want to do 1 damage?
1 damage.
All right. Well, this is to the front, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to take 1.
And then we're gonna roll in a blue from my side into you for a hit.
All right. I'm just going to go
Do what
ahead
you want.
and redirect that to the other side here.
And then I'm gonna do that if you don't mind moving me.
Activating the Pelta. We have a navigate. I'm going to go ahead and use it as the dial. At the same time, I'm going to clone navigation officer a navigate to the Venator. In one shot, we're going to go my side to the front of the hard cell. So that's a red and a black. For one hit, let's go ahead and spend the concentrate fire to reroll the red. Nope.
Okay, I just take it to the front.
And then using this, actually it's not going to matter, is it? Market speed 2. Do I want to do this? No. I think that'll cause more problems than not, so bump him a little bit. I'm going to overlap that Y-wing. That's it. So he comes out, goes back.
And then you're forced, because you're in distance 2 of this, to go and make another maneuver.
I think I'm just going to do the one like so. So I'm going to overlap that squadron again.
Yep, that was the idea. Get them way out of the way. Okay, we're going to go with this hard cell, and this hard cell is going to be revealing a navigate, and we're going to comms net it over to the Providence that's trying to run off the board. And then we're going to make 2 attacks. We have you at medium range. Doesn't matter where I hit you, you got only a salvo.
Yeah.
So we're going to shoot side to... Actually, we're just going to go with the first one. The 3 reds and the blue. All against the front, actually. Hold on. Yeah, 3 reds and a blue against the front of, or the side, I don't care. For, I hate dice, take 1.
Take 1, huh?
Yep.
Well, I have to take 1, and this is coming from your front.
Yep.
I'm not going to salvo back.
And then my side into you, I need 1 hit to kill you, right?
You need 1 hit.
Accuracy.
Wow.
My dice.
I'm going to salvo back on this one, though, John.
Okay.
So I get the rainbow because we're at close range.
Yep.
1 hit.
I will, just take it. And then I move. And could I land? I think yes. Unless it's shield dial?
No, you're good, but you land on the debris field.
Yeah, that's fine. I take it off my front. Like that.
So for the squadron phase, I'm just going to attempt to guess where John's going to be moving to. And hopefully we can get a shot or 2 off somewhere. So put it
Start of turn 4, and I have to kill this Venator. Have to. We're going to activate this guy first, because I want to possibly do cheeky things. So, navigate. We're going to use it as the dial. And then we're going to shoot out my side into the front of it with a blue dice and pray that we get a hit or a crit. Hit.
Alright, so there's nothing I can do about it. I take the hit. Venator is destroyed.
Okay, so now I can line up, can I shoot you elsewhere? And the answer is I can throw 1 at long at you. So we're going to do that. We're going to shoot from my front to your side with a red. Double.
Oh, we're long range?
Yep.
Yeah, just evade it.
Okay, and then I drop to speed 0 with the dial. And I take 1 over here. And then I take All hit.
All hit.
Because of the stupid debris field, which has done significantly more damage to me than anything else.
Anything else, yeah. We're going to activate the Pelta, because I can't activate anything else. Take it as the, I'm going to take it as a token. I have a long-range shot from my side to the rear of John's hard cell. So it's 1 red. Let's see if I can roll any better than I have. No. So that's is what it is.
Okay. Man, the table's really cleaned out.
It was a mess here before. Within range of the rift, I'm going to move forward 1 instead of 2. And then because I'm still in range, I'm going to move 1, but I'm going to start moving this way so I don't accidentally fly off the table.
We're going to go with hard cell over here, and we're going to be revealing a navigate, and we're going to take it as a token, and we're going to toss it over to his other friend, who's currently going speed 0 because he needs a little bit of help. Next turn, because I would rather not die from a debris field. Then we're going to flak everything. Yep. So I have everything at blue range.
You just have it.
Yes. Everything at blue range out my front and my side, so It doesn't really matter. So we're going to start at the top and we're going to work our way down.
Okay,
so
Y-wing here.
Y-wing, nothing. Anakin. Hit.
Well,
no abilities.
Yep, so he has to take one.
And then we're going to do this Y-wing out here for a hit. Okay. And then we're going to do the guy that actually matters on 2 for a miss. And then we're going to do Plo. He gets an accuracy, and then we're going to do the other Y-wing for an accuracy.
Okay.
And then we're going to move and try to avoid as many of your fighters as possible by doing that.
I think you managed to successfully...
You get to bomb me once.
I get to bomb you once.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go with my big guy. He's got an engineering, and because of that we can use Wat Tambor. And we're going to strip a shield off of this to gain... No, you know what? I don't care. I get 3, so we're just going to bump these 2 shields back up and put 1 on the rear. Like, that's pretty good. And then we're going to take... As I bump things... We're going to take a long-range shot obstructed from my side into your side with 2 red dice because I have to drop 1 of the reds. And we roll that. Take 2.
So I'm going to brace it to 1, redirect it to the front.
Cool. And then out the front I have flak gun, so I only have black.
You're only going to get the front 2.
That one is out and Koon is in, but you'll just scatter, so there's no reason to take that shot. And then we're going to move. We're going to spend this token to drop to speed 2, and we're going to do this maneuver. So I'm just going to move this guy out of the way quick. And swing in, covering a bunch of bombers like that. And then see where we end up within distance of that. I'm just out. I really wanted to be closer because then I could swing in. But it is not to be.
So I've got a bomber that can hit you there. And I'm going to put Plo right here. So we're going to activate some squadrons. I have 2 within range 1. So this Y-wing is going to bomb the front of the hard cell. And we're rolling blacks for a hit.
That's the front?
That's the front.
Cool. I will take it.
This Y-wing is going to attack the rear. He also rolls black for hit crit.
I will brace it to 1 and redirect it to the side.
Okay.
And I'm good.
And I'm going to... Plo Koon is in the back here. He can't quite get the hard cell, so he's just going to fire into the rear of the Providence, maybe take a shield down. And there's one.
Don't care. Bonk.
This V-19 going to fire into the side of the Providence, and he will roll a black for a hit.
I will salvo you with 2 blacks. For your dud.
He is dead.
And then I just take it to the side.
And then with the rest here, I'm just going to try and move, again, some location that maybe I'll get lucky and be able to do something here with.
This is the start of turn 5. I have you double arced into the rear with this bad boy at medium range. So let's start taking some shots. I'm going to shoot first with my front, which is 2 reds and a blue. And see what we get. For you can't evade, take 3.
So I will redirect 1 and brace that to 2.
Redirect to
And I'm
this
going to
far side.
redirect to the far side.
So
No hull damage.
bonk. Okay, and then we're going to make the second attack, which will now be 3 reds and a blue. Take all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we're at medium range, so I can force it to re-roll.
Yep.
We're going to
Reroll the
re-roll
double.
the double.
Blank.
Okay, so there's 3. And we'll brace that to 2, redirect 1 again to the far side.
You have 0 over here.
Then I'm going to redirect it closer.
And then you
And
take
then I take 1. Is it a crit?
It is.
It is a crit. The crit is projector misaligned, hull zone with the most remaining shields, loses its shields.
my choice.
Yeah,
That side.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we move. And it's going to be weird because I'm going to move to here. Like that. Technically I land on it, so I set to 0.
So you're now at speed 0.
Yep, and then I move straight ahead 1,
She'll ram.
which rams you. Boom.
You both take a damage. I've done more damage to you by letting you ram into things.
Yep, and then I'm speed 0.
So with the Pelta, before she dies, engineering, I'm going to go ahead and throw shields back on, and I'm going to put both onto the side, please. I have a long-range shot at your hard cell, and you're at speed 0.
I am, so whatever you roll sticks.
So's your Providence, isn't it?
Technically...
Yeah, it is, because you landed on the ground.
I landed on it, yeah.
So both of them are at speed 0.
Yep.
Well, let's fire at the hard cell first. That's 1 red.
Cool.
For nothing. Great. And I guess I'm going to fire at the Providence.
Yep.
The front, I guess. For now, just to shoot at something. For a crit.
Cool. Wham.
And I'm going to move 1 because I'm within range of that. Yeah, I'm just kind of in trouble here, aren't I?
Yep.
Can I do the double? I can't. That. There we go.
We're going to activate this guy. He has navigate. We're going to use it. We're going to jump up to speed 3, and then I handed Ken what I would like him to do with it.
There we go. Jump over here, and I think you were out of all my ranges here.
Am I?
One might be close.
Out.
Yeah, you're good.
And
It survives.
out. Well, maybe. last guy, he has a nav. We're going to use it with the token to go from the speed 0 to speed I could stay alive, because now I can jump over to here and stay out of the debris field that I hate. And we're out of range there.
So for the squadron phase, again, I am just taking my best guesses, trying to force John into a spot where I can bomb him. And with a little bit of luck, maybe Anakin's just really trailing behind. He's not going to quite make that. So push him back. And you're just out of range, John.
Sometimes I pretend I know what I'm doing.
I think you're doing more than pretending. Put the blow over here. You can swing the camera so you can see where I put those.
Start of turn 6, the last thing. We're going to see if this kills that, and then we're going to see if I can avoid your fighters. So, we got a nav. We're going to use it because I'm at speed 0. And then we're going to go ahead and make some medium range shots. And I just bumped you. So the front can hit the rear, and the side can hit this side. So we're going to start with the side into your side. And we're rolling 3 reds and a blue. And we need to get 3 damage to actually stick, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
well, 4. 3 in plus the shield, so.
So we need to get 3.
Yeah. You need to get 3 through.
You take 3.
Yeah, because I can't spend
I block your evade.
So we take them off the shields.
Bum, bum.
Glad I put them there, and the crit is.
I haven't seen a structural today.
There it is. There's the structural.
So now I need 1 damage.
You need 1 damage. If you only get 1 damage, I will be very cross.
So we get 2 reds and a blue, and we'll shoot into your rear. I kill you.
Yeah, you killed
Yeah,
me. So the structural didn't matter. But just in case anyone's wondering, do you have any shields in there? No.
No.
It is not another structural.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
And then I move 0, and then I move 1 because of the thing straight ahead. Which frees me of the effects of the nonsense, because of my shield dial's what barely clicked it.
Right.
So we're going to activate this hard cell over here. It's got a navigate, and we're going to jump up to speed 3, and we're going to do this maneuver, which hopefully can throw me past the Providence.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of room.
And then I drop to speed 0 because I land on the debris field. I think now almost every single ship has been hit by the rift.
Gravity Rift has done more for this game, and we'll talk about this in our after action, but crazy.
Okay, so that ship over there, this hard cell is got an engineering. We're going to use it to get rid of 1 card because I don't think I'm going to have enough to avoid Ken this time. So I already handed him what I wanted him to do. Let's go ahead and move it.
There you go. And so 1, and none. Yep, I'm going to have 1 shot on you, John.
1 shot. Let's just go ahead and roll it now. So go ahead. That is the last shot of the game. Is a black to see if you can take me
die.
out. There's a lot of interesting things. You need the double.
I got a blank.
It's
I
not
don't get to
to
do
be.
anything with it. So, yeah, no, it lives.
Good game.
So we're back. That was a long game.
Yes.
A lot of things to think about, card interactions and whatnot, and we're tired.
Yeah. That game did not go anywhere how I thought. The drift had so much effect on the game of controlling speed and maneuverability, and then like we were slingshotting into each other. Like I got 4 damage off on you for free because of it just threw me into you. Because I drop speed, rammed, and then it makes me move ramming you like crazy. Yeah, that was huge.
There were a ton of interactions in this game that just threw us off. You had a plan set in place with your Providence, and I think you mentioned that a little bit during turn 2, I think it was. But because of where I was able to put the Ventator, it's just like everything changed in an instant.
Yeah.
And one thing, while we were looking back at final scores, we noticed that you salvoed an ignition attack. You're not allowed to do that, so there should be a comment or a little note at the
you
bottom.
should have seen that comment. I'll edit that in. So we forgot that. We don't think it would have changed the actual outcome of the game, though. So, oops, it is what it is.
It happens.
And then, so what you're saying about my plan. So my plan was to always start with the Providence and then try to push my way through the Acclimator. And instead I decided to, actually if I didn't do that you wouldn't have killed the Munificent, but I could have done it anyway. Because I took 2 damage from the Ram. So it would have changed things. Whatever. So I decided to go with the Munificent first to try to get some damage on your Venator, so then it was easier to finish off. That was kind of the switch of the strategy plan. I don't know if I like Grievous. Talking about it after the game, I think Grievous would be extremely good against extremely inexperienced players. And the reason for that is if you're playing Armada properly, you should be killing things one at a time off the board. And Grievous asks you to make multiple attacks against multiple things to allow me to use multiple tokens, so then when you start killing things, you get your tokens back. And that really not how you should be playing optimally. So if you're playing a really good player, Grievous won't do a thing. I was throwing my vultures in because I needed to pin your fighters.
Yeah.
And then you killed my fighters that were pinning you before you started attacking my ships, so I didn't really gain any benefit from that. Or you just let your fighters activate after all the ships have activated, so there are going to be no more attacks. And I think I used Grievous like twice to refresh tokens that were going to refresh anyway at the beginning of the round.
So one of the interesting things on that venue of thought, Yularen, I wanted to use him to come in, do damage against ships, take out fighters during the ship phase, and I really never did anything with him, principally for that reason. I didn't want to take out ships that I had already shot at, give you the opportunity to start recovering tokens. So that was one thing. You pinned down all my ships before I could start bombing, so that didn't help me either. And while I was building the list that I had, I wound up, initially it was around 401 to 403 points, and I swapped out my Ven 2 for the Venator 1, which was a mistake in retrospect because I wasn't thinking. Go from Squadron 5 to Squadron 3. With the SPHA on there, it just became a useless Hulk. So the bay doors just wouldn't open. That was really the problem.
That's what happened?
Exactly, yeah. The Resolute's bay doors were jammed down. C-3PO clearly hit something that he wasn't supposed to. So list building wise for me kind of threw it off because my original plan was to use Bomber Command Center on the Pelta to support my bombers. I never got to use it. We got in that giant box of stuff in the middle of the board where it was just a traffic jam of ships. And it became a useless thing. So the Pelta is great in certain circumstances.
I think both of us, in our experience with Pelta so far, we've wanted it to do one thing, and then mid-game we've had to make it do something completely else,
different,
which it wasn't optimized to do.
Right, and if I didn't have Bomber Command Center, that's 8 points that I could have spent. There's my Venator too, slightly different thing. You had a game with Tarkin, where you used the SPHA-Ts, and the sheer amount of token work you had to do to keep it running every single turn.
Well, that also had to do with the fact that I was also trying to use Clone Gunner, which is an additional use of concentrate fire.
So there's,
It's like 2 uses actually, because I need to use it from a different ship.
This was really suboptimal on my side of it, and I really should have put that ignition token out at turn 1. So the reason I didn't, I was expecting if I threw that there, you'd run away from it. That may or may not have changed the game. You may have still gone through it. We may never know.
Also with the Gravity Rift, I could have decided to move the Munificent forward instead of the Providence. I wanted to move the Providence to slow you down from speed 3 to speed 2, and I think that actually impacted your game a little bit with what you wanted to do.
The plan was if I took a token, I could jump to speed 3, then the next turn I could drop to speed 2 and then just really crank it in, but I wasn't able to do that because its movement at speed 3 is that, and I couldn't do it, so I wouldn't have ran my own Harcel, and I would have then come up around your Acclimator and then come basically the same path as the Acclimator in. Was the plan, but going speed 2 at the beginning, having to use the dial to jump up to speed 3, and then all of my, I guess I could have committed a hard cell to do it, but where my hard cells were committed to moving, I had to use their commands to do what I needed them to do. Otherwise, I would have been not only ramming my own Providence with my hard cell if I didn't drop them that turn, I would have also then been landing on debris field and ramming it, so it would have been horrible.
So final score, for those of you keeping tabs, clearly another table for John, because John's just pretty good at this game. 400 to 125, margin of victory is 275, so 9-2 for John. But yeah, I made a mistake here and there, which probably would have had some impact on the game. I don't know that too much would really change. I think just the way the fleet was set up in my end, I didn't get the usage out of it I wanted. You didn't really get the Grievous usage out of it either.
But I kind of expected that going into the game.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Grievous, it would be cool to get your tokens refreshed on a big giant ship. But Grievous wants a little small ships because he needs fighters and he needs lots of things to die. He's like this weird, I don't know if he's necessarily good. I have another fleet that I think would be a little bit more optimal with him that you may see shortly. But that's in the works still. So in the comments below, what do you think of Grievous and how would you use him? Would you use him with a big fighter list? Would you use aces? Would you use small ships? Or would you use what I did, which was like a mix of all the different things together?
All right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check us out on our social media. All the links are below for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And come join us on Discord where you can talk to John and me. All right, so until next time, I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And you've been watching Ion Radio.